Got called in here for a Dodge Caravan 3.3. Got to do a PCM replacement. They are replacing it with the used one. So just going to walk you through what I normally do. I'll come in here and hit WCM, go into miscellaneous functions, hit PCM replaced. It's going to say, give me some info. Oop, don't do that, camera. Stay focused. Enter in the PIN number. In this case, we have that. Hey, come on. Continue. Am I sure? Yes, I am. Hit continue. Correct PIN has been entered. Hit continue. It's going to want me to log in. Login's done. It says, do I wish to update? Let me get that out of the way so you guys can see the screen. And I'll highlight it again. This is the current VIN in the WCM. Do I want to update the PCM with that? Yes, I do. Now, if you notice, up there, that VIN number is what the machine picks up immediately, or the YTech picks up immediately from the PCM. But if you look down there, that's the actual VIN number on the car. So you see why we have to do this procedure. Hit that continue button. VIN write was successful. Hit continue again. Transfers over to secret key. Secret key successful. Cycle the ignition key. Hit close. Turn key off. Watching the center at the bottom, we're going to see that little red dot. That's our security light. Our security indicator right now is blinking. That's fine. We're going to come up here now and go back into our topology. We're going to go into PCM, and if you look there, we're going to have this code. Oop, if I get over the codes. Free and valid skim keys stored in there. We're going to clear that out. Hit close. Man, I wish that camera would stop doing that. I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, that's all done. But we're still going to have that flashing security light up there. The way to get rid of that is the way, just like we've been doing with everything else. Although I am going to do this first. I think what we'll do is, since we have the charger hooked up on there, we know that there's a flash update available for it. It turns into an AE. The one that we have in there right now is AD. We'll click on this, or AC, excuse me. We'll click on this. This will automatically start doing all the ones there with the updated bulletins. Hit OK. Don't really have to do this, but we're going to do it anyway, though, because they installed this in here for some type of reason. And we can just type in new PCM, and the category was whatever. Doesn't really make a difference to us. Dodge doesn't have to really know what we're doing. We'll let it do the actual PCM programming. Goes pretty quickly. I think if I keep it up a little bit closer there, it stops doing that bug out with the focus. Loading the flash file. And now the actual programming part of this will ensue. And then the next step after this is that we're going to go in there and we're going to do the vehicle network configuration, which should correct any other errors in there as far as VIN number. Doesn't take very long, so no sense of me trying to fast forward or anything else on there. These Chrysler flashes like this, they're pretty quick and easy. The key to doing this and replacing it with a used part is making sure that you're working with the same part number. The most important thing on these, if you are dealing with the Caravan, is that AE up here. The one that was originally in this thing was an AC, or I'd say the replacement one is an AC. The original one was an AD. Same setup. There was no difference there. But when we do this PCM programming, we're actually programming it to that new VIN number that we just gave it. Even though that number up there hasn't changed. We don't care. That number will only change after we sit there and we actually go in and re-identify the vehicle. And I said fast, and it's refusing to be fast. OTC maintainer is still doing okay up there, 13.92 volts. Windows just did an update and I put my screen my screen power mode back on, which it's not supposed to be. If you're ever doing programming, make sure you turn all that off. Make sure you don't want the screen going out black on you. You don't want it to go into any kind of power saving mode. Turn all that junk off. Not necessary. Come on, Speedy. You can do it. There we go. Our wipers, our chime. Turn ignition key off. I'm going to hit continue. And then wait for it to say turn ignition key on. See, the second I move away a little bit there, it decides to do it. There we go, the ignition key on. Hit continue. Just going to make sure everything's good, that they got the new part number. And then we'll see ECU is up to date, successfully flashed the ECU. And we can go to view DTCs, but we're not going to after yet. So we're going to go back out to our topology, come in here and click on this little... Oh, there we go. It's going to re-identify again. Didn't want it to do that, but that's okay. We're going to go into guided diagnostics. We're going to do restore vehicle network configuration. Hit continue. So, see how it's seeing this VIN number up here? And it knows it's not the right one? It's going to stop me there. It's going to rescan the vehicle. Wait for it to finish that. There we go. Let's do all DTCs. Let's clear them all out. Hit continue. Just that way we're down to just the simple stuff here. Make sure that we don't have any other VIN mismatch, which we don't. But we still don't have the correct VIN number in here. So we're going to come back out here to vehicle selection again. And since it seems to be happy with just using that, I'm going to disconnect for a moment. So we'll pull out our micropod. We'll plug it back in. Wait for it to initialize again. When you plug the Wi-Fi or the micropod in there, it actually has to connect back to the network before you start to get your vehicle showing up. So anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, it will generally just pop up on its own. Sooner or later. Come on, Speedy. You can do it. You can do it. Let's see. Really? See, it's all these little tedious, little buggy things that happen when you're out there doing this. The programming part of it, not hard. It's these stupid little things that happen that hold you up. Cycle that key again. Oops, I leaned on the screen. There you go. That's what it's supposed to do all by itself, and pop in there. Now notice, see it has the correct VIN number in there? If you go back and review the video, you'll see it didn't have that VIN number in there earlier. So now that that's done, and it has the correct VIN number in there, now we're going to go into guided diagnostics, go into restore vehicle configuration, It will update. Yes, it will. So it has all the right sales codes in there again. And like it says, give it a few seconds. You'll hear the chime again. Vehicle configuration done successfully. Turn the ignition off, close all the doors, unplug the diagnostic tool, all that good stuff. And we should be done. Take the key out of the ignition. I've already rolled the door. So VCI lost the connection. We really don't care. The only thing we care about is when I turn that key back on, we're gonna watch down there again and see if that little security light comes up. There are a lot of times you'll hear me say, wait a whole minute, all those good things. This one here, we're gonna turn the key on, wait for that security light. It should go out, and it did. No more blinking. Vehicle should start. It does. Happy, happy. Tire pressure, which we already knew. Change oil, ESP, brake, all that good stuff. That's the other issues here that this car is here for, but not what I'm here for today. They wanted to get this vehicle back up and running again because the original computer had failed. But that's the end of that. Just to show you guys a quick PCM swap on a used PCM. Have a good one.